Good morning. Today is the 16th of April. This is part 2 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the postponed New Year's Day classic gathering at Brooklands near Weybridge in Surrey. We've done about 35 minutes of cars so far. The link to the first part is in the description below. But we've ended up in a section with some other types of cars. Some of them are all sort of sorted out. There's Rev MGs here, for example. But some of them are just military vehicles. We've got an Adco train, a 1930s little pedal car there. Do you know it's got an engine in it? That's interesting. Don't know what option of Bedford this is. We've got a military vehicle. There's a Rolls-Royce 20 there. We saw that in part 1 actually. Somebody, maybe in the comment section below, tell me what type of Bedford military vehicle this is, because I don't really know anything about them. This is a Humber. I don't know what type of Humber this is. This looks very sort of Second World War, this thing. But other than that, I don't know much about these. They seem to both be able to carry, people in the back and other things. A bit like slightly larger versions of a Willis Jeep, obviously for the British military. Something else very British is this Rolls-Royce. It's 20s or 30s. I don't know whether it's another 20 because it's got the grille that way round. Oh, Lee Francis. I've not seen any Lee Francis for a very long time. I assume this is 20s or 30s. I don't know much about them. There we go. There's a little plaque there. Do you get a rev counter? You get a rev counter in this Lee Francis. One of the myriad companies that were based in Coventry over the years. It's a Packard. It's in right-hand drive. Really quite huge old car, that. Again, I don't know much about these sort of cars. I'd say it's pre-war. Another Rolls-Royce, maybe, I don't know, is this a Phantom or a 2025? I don't really know, viewers. I wouldn't be able to say. All I can say is it's rather stylish. So all these 20s cars without boots, you have to carry around a little hamper with you, unless you just dump everything in the back. I don't know why it was so difficult to sort of build most cars with just a separate luggage compartment. But who knows? 6-cylinder Austin, another 6-cylinder Austin. I think it's called the Big Austins, these. So yeah, early to late 20s, I'd say. Ooh, an Alvis Silver Eagle. Let's please, viewers. Again, I think these are sort of mid 30s, these. There's a lot of pre-war cars here today. Awful lot of them. Yeah, Austin 7, of course it is. Southampton played, I think, TR. Immediately post-war Chevy pickup. I don't know what type of Chevy pickup this is. Absolutely no idea. I do know what this is, though. It's a very, very late Mark 1 Ford Granada gear on an S. By this stage on an S, the Mark 2 was already out, I think it was August, September 77 those came out, so this would have been an extremely late one, 3-litre gear. One of the last Attic Edge Granadas. Another immediately post-war Chevrolet pickup, a 3100.
1951.
51, thank you very much. 71 Chevy pickup. Custom 10. I'm really out of my depth with these sort of things. I really don't know anything about them. I don't know what this Shogun's doing here. Another pickup. This one's a GMC. Silverado. So 73, 74 plate. This one's a 65 Chevy pickup. Again, it says Chevy 10. I don't know. I'm not going with something. Look at the size of this bed, it's huge. Ooh, beautiful old Bentley. This looks like a Bentley 3 litre. It's be in some point in the 20s. Obviously the seat's not comfortable enough unless you put one of those in. So a little dicky seat in the back there. Another 20s Bentley here. Is that the fuel tank there, viewers? Just up around the back of that. It'd be pretty nasty. Oh, very nice, viewers. This is, I think, a Series 2 E-Type 4.2. Almost a Beethoven from interior views, but not quite. Yeah, I think it's 4.2, so it won't be a Series 3, it'll be Series 2. Corvette Stingray. Not sure exactly what year this is, let's take a look. Oh, an S, so yeah, 77, 78 registration on that one. Again, I don't know much about American cars really. Although, oh yes, Alfa Romeo 105 Series Coupe. Yes, please, viewers. I've actually driven one of these myself. Wasn't quite as fancy as this. It was very nice though. So this is an L, so 72, 73. It's quite a high spec one. I think it might be a 2000 with those headlamps. Or another Riley. I do like tasty Rileys, viewers. Lovely tasty Rileys. In a nice shade of green. Again, I don't know what year this is. I imagine immediately pre-war. Another car from the same sort of era, early 70s, is that 105 Series Coupe Alfa Romeo. It's a De Tomaso Pantera. And yeah, that is a 71, 72 plate. With a big Ford V8 at the back of these. GTS. Triumph GT6. Is this a Mark 1? Mark 2, viewers? I don't actually remember. 67, 68 plate of these. Nice wooden dash. Very similar to the sort of Spitfire and the Herald and the Vitesse in terms of construction. Is this a Porsche 914? It says 916 on it, so this could be a 916. They did make both a 914 and a 916. I don't think we got the 916 in this country, so if it is a 916, it's been imported. Yeah, it is a 916. Big old Daimler. This is a sort of pre-Jaguar design Daimler. I can't remember the name of these big limousines. This is a limousine, it's got about 15 seats in it. It's actually a total of sort of 8 or 9, depending on your preference. But yeah, to be sort of about 1960 or thereabouts, I should think. Oh, another Lancia. Yes. Augusta Tipo 231 Berliner. It's 88 years old. The advert described as bellissimo. Well, it is bellissimo. It is beautiful. 88 years old, so now in 2022, so about a 1934 Hyundai Terracan, I believe. Haven't seen one of those in a while. 2006, and a sort of 32 Ford style thing. Edelbrock cylinder head. Right, I think it's time to move on to the next section, viewers. Since part 1, this Volvo Amazon's turned up. It says B18 on the front, so I imagine that's the engine code for these. So yeah, Volvo 123 GT. That's very, very nice in there, viewers. Very, very nice. So an F, so 67, 68 plate. Right, let's move on to the next section. 1968 Singer Gazelle Mark 7. This is beautiful. It was apparently owned by a gentleman named Gordon Jarvis, who was a trustee of the Roots Archive Centre. Singer Gazelle was a version of Hillman Hunter. Singer Mark died in 1970, so only in the earlier part of the production of the Hunter and all the other what are called the Arrow cars, but that is really nice. Another car from about the same time. 68-69 Triumph Spitfire. I forget what mark this is. It's got the sort of really sort of piecemeal rear light arrangement that the earlier Spitfires had. I'm not sure what this is. This little clipboard might tell me. 1923 Delage DI dual cal skiff. I imagine it's called a skiff because it looks a bit like a boat. And it certainly does look a bit like a boat. That's probably marine ply or something on there. Yeah, Delage, made in France. Ooh, another Lancia. There's lots and lots of Lancias here today, viewers. I do like that. This one, again, right-hand drive. So I don't know if this is an original UK car or not. But it looks like kilometres an hour, so maybe it was supplied in Italy. But yes, as I've said in previous parts of the video, until I think the late 30s, often cars in Italy were sold in right-hand drive. Old Fraser Nash, sort of racing car, single-seater. It's third or fourth of these 1920s Bentleys. This again looks like a 3-litre. Sort of thing that was around in the heyday of the circuit. I do apologise for all the announcements, viewers. There's really not enough I can do about that, I'm afraid. Ooh, we've got some tasty stuff in here. Yes, please, viewers. We shall keep going. Film all of it. That's why we're here. Austin Healey Frog Eye Sprite. Between sort of, I think it's 58 to 61 they made those. Lotus Elite. Elite Mark 14 Series 1 from 1960. That he's on the way out, as is that Sunbeam Alpine. DB5 1965 KX. That might have been supplied by Aston Martin originally, because their factory was in Feltham, and that often their cars were registered on KX plates at the time, like the car in our Her Majesty's Secret Service, which is GKX8G. This one, I think it's called a 101 series Land Rover. So 82, 83 plate. I mean, it looks a lot older than that, doesn't it, this sort of thing? But that is what they were like. Yes, I think it's a Series 101 and forward control. Ooh, a comma, some kind of comma van. I'm not exactly sure what type. Looks like it's still being used for work and things here. Ooh, a Subaru Brat. I don't actually remember if they were called the Brats of this country, viewers. It's quite a late one. It's a 1990-91 plate. Typical Subaru. It's flat 4, I think. Look at these little modules on the steering wheel. Extraordinary. Yeah, it's called the Brat. Choo-choo Bang Bang replica Fly 539. I wonder if this is the if this is the one from Cadnam, which is near where I live, because there was one built in about 2018-2019, but there are a few of these, so I'm not actually sure. 1970, 71, Morris van. Oh, there's a Cadet City. Cadet C, brilliant. Quite a late one of these. I mean, I think they were made till about 72, so not far off. It's an SL. There's stuff going in and out of this gathering all the time. There's a Saab coming in, and a Lotus Elan Sprint. A bit closer to those. Where's he going? This way. I don't understand what's going on. Just wait for them to sort themselves out. 1939 Austin 7 Ruby Deluxe. Quite a late Austin 7 then. There's not a lot of room in there for two people. It'd be a little bit friendly. The Ruby, I think, was top of the range Austin 7 at the time. Right, let's see what we can find down there. Excellent, but there'll be land sprinters coming in this way. So if you're a lady and you wear a headscarf driving a load of Salam, then your name is Dinah Rig. Daimler SP250 Dart. What year is this? Oh, it's the Metropolitan Police. Well, they did use these. So it's 61. Getting designed before any Jaguar involvement in these. Let's get past these modern things to this Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. Shadow 1. 7071 plate. Silver bag modified Popular, I think, these. Porsche 356. I think this looks like a genuine 356 as well, rather than one of replicas. I don't know what year that is. Ooh, is that a V6 Galant, viewers? Well, it might be. Let's take a look. Quite like this. I can't read that. Oh, no, it's a V6. It says so on the back. Brilliant. It's 2000. What is this? 1972 GMC 1500 Sierra Grande. Wonderful. Next section. Another MGB GT. That's 67. Now, the interesting thing about this gathering is I thought it was supposed to be pre-92 cars only, but the cut-off was a J plate, which was August 92. So, yeah, I don't know what this other stuff is here, but you know, we'll have a look at it. It's one of the current Mustangs, that one. I don't know what year that is because of personal plate. 66 Mustang, 289. This one, I don't know if it's a personal plate, so not sure. 2010. 5 litre V8, another one of the current shape again, and in Lux there's a Corvette here. I don't know what, is that a C6 Corvette viewers? I'm not really sure, again, not sure what year that is. One of the early ones on the shape of Mustang. This is a 64 plate, so 2014-15, 2018. Ooh. So it's a 66 Mustang. It's a C, so it'll be a late 65 manufacture date. That's why it's been put on a C plate. Look at this interior, viewers. That is pretty crazy. 4-speed manual, this one. I've never seen so many of these modern Mustangs together, though. I haven't seen, you know, there's absolutely loads here. 2018-19, not sure. 66 on a D, yep. There's even more behind, we'll have to get those in a second. They were sort of fond of these kind of blue interiors, weren't they, at the time? This one's an auto. 66. Current one. Oh, a Mercury Cougar from 1968. It's kind of similar to the one used in on Her Majesty's Secret Service. That was a convertible one, of course. It was an XR7. I love this colour though. This is sort of dark green colour of this contemporary Mustang. Mustang Mach-E. It's obviously very new. You know, some people aren't sort of fond of those because they're electric and things, they're an SUV. But they are a bit different from the rest of them, aren't they? 72, 73, this one. It's a Mark 1. Yes, it is. It's kind of sort of diamond off rubber shape, isn't it? It's similar to this. BMW i8. These will be classics, I'm sure, at some point. A little bit new. I think they were discontinued last year or something. This one's very, very, very shiny. So 2007, 2008 Mustang, it's a 5 litre V8, and here's one of these earlier ones. I forget what these are called, these ones. This was a 4.6, there's a 4 modular engine here. Can we just nip the camera in there, have a look at the interior? Yes, we can. Resplendent in a kind of a biscuit colour. Very nice. Right, there's more stuff up this way. Another one of these modern Mustangs, 2015-16 plate. 57 Thunderbird. Ooh, very nice, viewers. Not an awful lot of interior space really for all of these. It's all about the styling, isn't it? This would be one with things like electric seats in it, won't it? That sort of thing. 66 Mustang, I think. I wonder if that's a beige leather interior. That's what I like, viewers. I do like a beige leather interior, especially a nice one. A nice beige leather interior. 67 Mustang. So, another 289. Another 67 Mustang. Yeah, the Brooklands Classic Gathering is what they're calling it. This is a bit later. This is say a 70 or 71. A lot of these are auto, actually, these Mustangs around here.
Yeah.
Ooh, another one of these Mustangs. This is one that was used in Saxondale with Steve Coogan. It's similar to this one. Again, sort of 71, 72, something like that. The Bullet Edition. These current ones in this sort of replica colour, which I think was called Highland Green on the original ones. Let's take a look at some more of these patches over here. This is a Lincoln Continental, isn't it? 71, 72 plate. That does look like a beige leather interior, viewers. I do like a nice beige leather interior, particularly if I'm to be odd job. This is a bit of a later Continental from the one used in Goldfinger, but still seems like a similar sort of design. Dodge Challenger SRT8. This will be, oh, I don't know, late 2000s. Corvette Stingray. I think this is a C3, what I recall. 67, 68 plate. Much more modern Corvette. It's a C7 or something. Don't really know about this sort of thing, viewers. Afraid, so fade ignorance. More Mustang goodness. GT350. Ooh, 65 registration. Another one of these Thunderbird. This one's got the sort of hardtop on it with little windows there. It's not a lot of interior space to the size of the car, but that's really the way that these things were. That one's just been pulled forward a bit, so another one. 66 Mustang. So many Mustangs here, it's unbelievable. Ooh, I've never seen a boot with one of these before. A modern one, maybe about 2010 or something, these, like this one. Well, I don't know if that's a personal plate or not though on that one. This is when they were imported, but sort of semi-officially, isn't it? Right. Second of a break quickly here, viewers. Where that DB5 was earlier, this Triumph has turned up, complete with some friends. A beige leather interior and dark green. That's a TR3. Right, we shall continue back in the area that we were over there. So Porsche 944 on a B, so 84, 85. It's an early one. Triumph TR4A with independent rear suspension, This is from 1965. Jaguar XK150, be late 50s, so one of the last of this sort of shape. There's a Moss 4-speed gearbox on this, and it very proudly says all the times they've won Le Mans at that point. Ooh, 2001 to 2002, Alfa Romeo 156 2.5 V6. This is a sport wagon. Ooh, is that a manual? Is that the funny transmission? Oh, it's a funny transmission. I forget what it's called now. This is a pre-facelift of one, I think. Very lovely. E30, BMW 3 Series. The Cabrio. It's got the 2-litre engine, so this will be the 320 probably. Yeah, 320i. Wow. Oh, 1989 Ford Fiesta 1.1 gear. This is a really early one on F. I think they were launched in like February or March 89, so a very early one indeed. That's really quite tasty. How much is this? £2,300. That seems pretty reasonable actually for one of these. Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says this could be yours. Ah, and a Toledo. Yes, my parents had one of these back in the sort of mid-70s. It wasn't the most reliable car from what I recall. So this is the most basic form of the sort of $1,300, $1,500 Dolomite platform with a short tail. Made till about 76, I think it was, for Toledos, when they were replaced by the Dolomite 1300. So yeah, 172 plate. Mini pickup, again, like the minivan we saw in the first part. The sort of door handles that look like house door handles, the exposed hinges, and the sort of non-grill at the front. This one being a very late one though, still got the sort of what looks like an Austin Rover badge, but I'm not sure is at this time. 1966 MGB. It's rather nice. Is that a beige leather interior? Might be. If you like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. It says Porsche 90 on it. Is that a brake horsepower output? This is a 356C, possibly. It's a 63 anyway, so it's a very late one. Bentley Mark 6, or just an R-Type. It's a Mark 6. The R-Type was a little bit later. I think they came in about 52. This one's by H.J. Mulliner. Marvellous sort of patina on this one. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Another Bentley here, Continental GT. I guess I'd say about 10 years old. I don't really know much about these views. Ah, an Alpine A110, one of the contemporary ones. I didn't realise that the Renault garage in Winchester that I passed by on was a weekly basis actually sells these. But there we go. I think we'll leave this part on this very nice Triumph Sag. It's the third or fourth one we've seen today. 75, 76 plate, so quite a late one. And again, this full instrumentation from 70s Triumphs, the sort of top spec ones, of which I'm very fond. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching this slightly shambolic shuffle around the postponed New Year's Day classics gathering. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment below, and we'll see you again very soon for part 3.